Hey guys, I'm here in the beautiful Big Thicket National Preserve, one of the hidden gems of the national park system. And today I'm going to do a quick video review on the Double Rainbow from TarpTent. It's a single-walled shelter that's fully enclosed in mesh, and I can honestly say that I've been extremely pleased with it. I've had it for about 2 years now, and it's seen service in such various places as Glacier National Park, Death Valley National Park, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and here in Big Thicket. And in all those conditions, it's really shined. And one of the things that I really love about it is how light it is and how honestly wind resistant and weatherproof it is. And so I'm going to show you some of the things that I really like about it, a couple of things that I don't like about it, as well as set it up for you. The tent comes with the tent body, a sil nylon stuff sack, tent poles. I elected to go with the carbon fiber ones to save 2 ounces. I think that that's been a good decision. It also comes with 6 Easton tent stakes. They're made out of aluminum. They're quite light. They have pretty good holding power. I've been very happy with them. One of the great things about this tent is how easy it is to set up. At the risk of boring you, I'm going to go ahead and set it up now. The floor of this tent is pretty light and thin, so you're going to want to make sure that you clear your site of any sharp objects. I've been careful to pick up any pine cones or sharp sticks. So you just take out the tent body, spread it out, assemble the pole, slide the pole down the ridgeline sleeve. This large yellow thing. Something that'll be obvious to many backpackers is that you always want to push the pole rather than pull the fabric across it. And once the pole is out the other side, I'll insert the pole into the sleeve here. And then push the pole all the way through. And insert the pole on this side. Next, for the stakes, stake one side out, and all 4 sides. It's very difficult to get the first one exactly right the first time, so you may have to go back the first corner to point it out in the direction of the seam. Then stake out the vestibules. And you're done. The tent has a large vestibule on each side, 2 doors for 2 people. You can see there's room in here to store your gear. Then you can roll back the door. And it has these handy Velcro closures here to keep the door out of your way. And it's billed as a 2-person shelter. It would be palatial, as people like to say, for 1 person. I've spent a number of nights in it with my girlfriend, and we get by. It is a little bit cramped. I'm 6'1", and there's enough room for me. And there's about 6 or 8 inches at the end, even with me, so you'd have to be pretty tall not to fit in here. There are 2 zippers on the no-seam mesh here. You open it up, and then inside, You can see there's tons of space here. There's a bathtub floor that works pretty well to keep rain from running into your tent. And then there's the other door. There are also 2 vents that are fully enclosed by the mesh. I've also gone ahead and put a full width pad here, and you can see that there is enough room for 2 people even in bathtub mode. You can also make this tent freestanding if you are on a rock face or something like that. You can see there's this sleeve for the handle of your walking pole, and then over here is a sleeve for the pointy end right here. And so with 2 trekking poles, you can make this tent entirely freestanding. In good weather, you can pull back the sill nylon vestibules and have good ventilation on both sides and for some better views if there's good starlight outside or whatnot. A couple of things that I don't like about this tent. The first is over here, you can see that there's a metal piece that keeps the vent open. And then right here you can see that it started to poke out of the sill nylon. And I think I've sprung a leak in that spot right there. I've resealed it with some silicone, but I think that that'll take care of it, but I do think that's a design flaw. The next thing that I don't really like about it are here at the corners, there are these tensioners that allow you to pull tight on the guy lines to keep the tent nice and taut. But in high wind conditions, this will actually slip. And so what I've found is if you just leave it all the way extended and pull it manually, you can get pretty good hold. But like I said, the wind sturdiness of this tent has been outstanding. I was in a storm in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and it survived gusts of about 45 miles per hour, which totally destroyed an REI tent. One final issue that seems to come up a lot is condensation. It is a single-walled shelter, so you are going to get some condensation on the sill nylon layer that is directly above you. They do sell a liner that you can put in to catch that condensation from dropping on your sleeping bag and you during the night, but I don't actually own that, and I don't really find it a problem. Every day when I wake up, I wipe off the condensation with a pack towel, and then that's pretty much it. One last tip I have for you, which is something that I really struggled with for a long time because I couldn't find any instructions on how to get it back in the bag. So what I do now is I turn it upside down, and then I fold it in half on itself so that the floor is on the ground, being careful not to step on the carbon fiber strut that is on the roof. Then fold in the sides, and then roll from the opposite direction. Trying to get the vents inside so they don't stick out and stab things. And then kind of roll it around the strut. And then this can go back into the bag pretty easy. And so there you go. There's my video review of the TarpTent Double Rainbow. I think it's a fantastic shelter for 1 person or 2 people that like each other pretty well. It comes in, like I said, at about 2.5 pounds. It does require seam sealing, which I had done by the professionals there at TarpTent. I've been really pleased with it, and I couldn't suggest it more to anybody who needs a lightweight shelter option. Thanks.